Alrighty. Guys, I think I've tried for years to try to get you on, Don Narcisse,
Oh, okay.
but this is I know it's but you're on, and this is so good. And you phoned me
Right,
on
right.
Saturday. I was at the lake, and I see missed call, Don Narcisse. So I give you a call just before lunch, and you have a book coming out, and it's coming to Saskatchewan. I may take a road trip. I know I'm not going to Labor Day, but this is pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's unbelievable for me, man. Just being where I came from and how I got to Saskatchewan, it's just unbelievable, man. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Well, that's good. And again, you're from Southern Texas University, signed with the Riders in '87. But how did that all kind of come to be and everything? And how'd you find out about the CFL and kind of that journey there?
Man, the journey is this, man. When I let me just start it off, man. I got a nice little story. Growing up, I had asthma and I had a heart murmur, and my mom would never let me play any football. And when it came to like me going to the seventh grade, when I was in the fifth and sixth grade, I played the trumpet. And then the
Mhm.
seventh grade, I went tried out for the football team without telling my mom. And I made the football team. And I was on the B team. I made the B team. Then next thing you know, I made then my eighth grade year, I was B team. Ninth grade year, ninth grade football. 10th grade, 10th grade football. 11th grade football. Then my senior year, they had five guys that was in front of me. They had five guys that was always in front of me.
Hmm.
And my senior year, I passed all of them up, and I was the starting receiver for the Lincoln Bumblebees. And man, it was unbelievable because they were fast. You should have seen them, man. They were tall, and I ran like a 4.75 40. I wasn't tall, but I outworked each and every last one of them. And coming out of high school, I had only one scholarship, which was Texas Southern University. It's one coach that knew a coach at Texas Southern University, and he called him and said, "Hey, man, I got this kid. He has a great attitude. He could catch a BB in the dark, and he works hard." And that's how I got my scholarship at Texas Southern University. Yeah. So and um, then from there, I played there for 4 years. I was the all-time lead receiver for Texas Southern University. My senior year, I caught 88 passes for 1,074 yards and 15 touchdowns. Then they had this guy by the name of Harold Smith. Harold Smith played for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. So Harold had called me one day and he was like, "Hey, the Rough Riders are having a football camp in Shreveport, Louisiana." And I was like, "Man, I gotta go to that one." And I called my mom, man. My mom used to send me $20 every month when I was in college. And I called my mom, man. My mom sent me $40. She said, "Give Harold 20 and keep 20 for yourself." Went to the football camp. It was 100 guys over there. It took us like 5 hours to get to Shreveport, Louisiana. Um, when I made it over there, the coaches thought I was Harold's little brother. They didn't think I was going to try out. And next thing you know, I tried out. It was 2 day camp. They only wanted to sign four guys, and I was one of the guys they wanted to sign. And with those $40 that my mom gave me, man, it's unbelievable, man. I got a chance to be a five-time Hall of Famer.
Hmm.
I got inducted to the CFL Hall of Fame, Saskatchewan Roughriders Hall of Fame. Just got inducted to my college football Hall of Fame. Then I got inducted to my in Port Arthur where I'm from. I got inducted to their Hall of Fame. So it's just unbelievable, man. By just those $40 that my mom gave me, um, I'm an all-time lead receiver in the CFL. I'm like, it's unbelievable, man. And I'm just really blessed, really blessed.
I can't help but think about the parable of Jesus feeding the 5,000. The little that was given, great has happened. I'm just,
Hmm.
I'm just throwing it out there, and
Right.
that's
Yeah,
that's huge, right?
it's
So,
unbelievable, man. It's now that I look at it, I'm from this place called Port Arthur, Texas,
mhm.
and I just really start thinking about some stuff, and I'm like, I'm the only football player that got inducted to a Hall of Fame, a professional football Hall of Fame. I'm the only one. And
Yeah, and there,
do you know how many people that played football? And man, yeah, from 1940 all the way to 2026, I'm the only one that got inducted to a professional football Hall of Fame.
well, that's crazy because a Google search will tell me that it's the same high school as Jamal Charles, who averaged 5.8 yards per carry for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right,
It was like you start, and there's a guy from the Patriots too, but like, wow, and you're that guy. That's
right. Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
And at Texas Southern University, I'm the first Hall of Famer. Michael Strahan came behind me. Yeah,
Mm.
but I was the first.
Wow.
And yeah, it's unbelievable, man. By the things that I had to go through, and not being the fastest, but I did the little small things. I worked harder than everybody else. They have this quote that says, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." That was me. I always was the first one there, last one to leave. You know.
Well, and that's what I remember as a kid watching you with the Riders. Like, here's this 5'9" receiver doing his thing. Yeah, they got Jeff Fairholm on the one side, Ray Elgar on the other, but there's Don Narcisse, and creating a name, creating a legacy in Saskatchewan. It was quite something. So 2 years into the CFL, you lined up winning the Grey Cup with the Riders. Uh,
Hmm.
uh, beating Hamilton.
Right.
Crazy game, but kind of take us through those emotions.
Man, it was unbelievable, to be in that game. I caught 5 passes. I think I had about 98 yards. I had one touchdown. But being in the Grey Cup, man, it was unbelievable because our record wasn't that good, but we got a chance to make it even better, winning the Grey Cup and stuff like that. But it was an unbelievable moment to be a champion,
Yeah.
and I had never been a champion in my life before. And I keep my ring, man. I got my ring. It's just unbelievable, man. And yeah, and you never know when you're gonna get another one. And we was really blessed to have it in '89.
Yeah, we all remember the Ridgeway kick to win that game 43 to 40.
Right, right, right.
And
Yeah,
in Saskatchewan, the Riders are it,
yeah,
right? They're everything. Maybe times have changed. We'll talk about the stadium attendance maybe next time. But
right.
in that time, it was like those Labor Day classics and everything else. Is there a particular Labor Day classic that kind of stands out to you? I was at the '93 game with my brother and dad. The Bombers landed up winning that game, but what was
Right.
particularly special about Labor Day for
It,
Don?
it, it was always special because you're playing against Winnipeg or whatever, so it was always special, and you always want to win, man. That's the most important thing. You gotta beat them, and we try our best to beat them, and then you have to go there the next week, and you have to play them again. So it was great, playing against them and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's unbelievable.
That's good. The record of 216 games consecutive of catching a pass. And I know it was
Right.
kind of in danger that one game. I think you caught it on a Sunday afternoon. So I was
Right.
listening to the post game on CKRM. But what was that? What CFL record are you most proud of?
Um, I would say, catching one pass in every game that I played. I
Mhm.
played in 216 games, and
Okay, so every game.
I caught at least one pass in every game that I played. And there is no one in professional football that done it. Jerry Rice, he did it, but he had to do it twice. But he didn't. He had to go back and do it again. But I am the only one that caught one pass in every game that he played.
That's crazy. That
Yeah,
is, I
it's
knew it was
it's
216, but that was every game that
yeah,
you played. That's nuts.
yeah. Yep, 216, man. Yeah, 216. Never had a game where I didn't catch at least one pass.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a particular any what were kind of the influence of some of your coaches in your time in the CFL? Whether it was a Don Matthews or maybe it was a Ray Yock, that sort of thing.
You know, Ray Yock, he was just man, he was a real cool guy, man. I still remember Ray Yock when he first got the job. He flew down to Dallas, and I had to go to Dallas and go work out for him because he
Hmm.
wanted to find out what type of player I was. And I was with this quarterback named Warren Jones, and Warren Jones is already telling him like, "Hey, coach, he don't get tired." So I start running routes. I'm like running routes for like about an hour, and they were impressed, and they were like, man, because they wanted to find out who they were dealing with because they might want to bring another receiver in and stuff like that. But when they came down there, it was over. I yeah, I got their attention and everything, so I didn't have no problems at all.
Nice. What was it like playing in Saskatchewan, like being the show? Did you ever listen to the post game shows? And what was it kind of game day experience like? That old Taylor Field with the high west side and the lower east side. Uh, I'm thinking of one particular game, and I should have brought the ticket stub with me. It was the year the Riders hosted the Grey Cup. You guys were playing the Stampeders. It was the game with 55,000 people. So as a teenager, I was like, well, this is huge. But like, what was it kind of like being, again, as I've alluded to before, you guys were it. What was kind of that game day experience like for Don
Well,
Larson?
man, being in Saskatchewan, man, dope. The people just love football, man. They love the Rough Riders, and that's the good part about it, man. Win or lose, they love them,
Hmm.
and that was the good part about being out there, man. And we all had a great time. We had a lot of guys come from different places and stuff like that, but we always enjoy the fans, man, and that's who we play for is just the fans. Win or lose, they gonna show up. They showed up, and no matter what.
That's awesome. Any role models, mentors in your life?
I the one guy, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, like they have this guy named Harold Smith. He the one that brought me to the tryout. And me and him are good friends right now. He just had a football camp. And anytime he asks me to do anything, I'm right there for him, man. Because if he wouldn't have brought me to that football camp, man, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, man.
Mm.
He my mama sent me them $40, man, with and I thank him every time I see him. I'm like, man, I appreciate you bringing me to that camp, man. Because if I wouldn't have went to that camp, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I would have never, man. It's just unbelievable, Those little $40 that my mama gave me, man. It's just unbelievable, man. Just you know, man, yeah, Harold Smith, man, I'll do anything for him, man. And he works for TSU. He's the quarterback coach and stuff like that. So whenever, like, we just did a football camp just the other day, and man, I'm right there with him, man.
Hmm.
Just- If he wouldn't have brought me to that camp, man, that's key. You get a lot of guys coming out of high school and coming out of college, and they don't want to go try out or nothing. I don't want to go to Canada or nothing like that. I'm like, man, you just don't know. You probably won't even make it if you talking like that anyway. So I'm like, do you know how many players make the team for a Canadian football team? How many Americans make the team? You don't even know that. See, but you can't judge it. And the key for me is that I went on, man. I went to that camp. Shit, man.
Hmm.
But it's unbelievable to be in this to accomplish the stuff that I did, man. It's overwhelming to me. You know, it's overwhelming.
Well, yeah, because your career from the Riders was from 87 to 99. You got a
Yep.
book signing coming out. You were
Yeah.
inducted into the Plaza there.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if there's a name street, maybe I could lobby somebody in Regina to put a street name after you. I mean, you have
I
sing it.
have I have a street name.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I got a Narcisse, and I got a date. No, Dawn Narcisse Day.
Nice. I
Yeah,
think I remember that, right? And like,
yeah, I got a Dawn Narcisse Day, and I got a street. Yeah, yeah, the Narcisse Street. Yeah.
because when you're talking about all of this and that $40, I can't help but think about like again, I went to one game a year when I lived in Saskatchewan. We would go on the bus there from Caronport or whatever. At least do one or two games. That's it. But like
Hmm.
again, watching highlights and thinking like you were literally part of my childhood growing up, and like seeing this and seeing the dance. So where did the dance come
Oh
from?
man,
I was
you
dying to
know what?
ask you all this.
I don't even know. I just started doing it, and then next thing you know, it was just something that I was like, man, it's pretty good. So I just, I had a lot of fun with it, man. I didn't want to get too good with it. I didn't want to make nobody embarrassed and stuff like that. But I had a great time doing it. It was unbelievable, man. Yeah, yeah, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Oh.
let me tell you another thing is this,
Mhm.
man. I used to when I first got to Saskatchewan, I had my apartment and stuff, and I had this little kid my second year. It was this little kid used to always come by my he used to always come knock on the door to get an autograph, right? And then he came one day and he was like, man, um, it's my birthday. And I say, well, man, I said, man, this is what I'm gonna do. I say, man, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over there to your mama house and see if I could take you out to eat. So next thing you know, um, the next 11 years, I was staying with them.
Wow.
They took me in, man. They like my mom and dad, man. They blessed me, man. They blessed me, man. And that little kid, man, I gave him, man. If he would have never knocked on my door, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, man. But that family there for 11 years, I stayed with them. I didn't have to pay no rent, no nothing. I stayed right there. I had the basement all to myself, and I didn't have to pay for nothing, man. Nothing, nothing at all.
Mm.
And it was unbelievable, man. The Fallberg family, man. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at, man. Just little small stuff like that, man. That little kid coming, knock on my door all the time, and next thing you know, I'm staying at his house. That don't happen every day. That don't. I'm be honest with you, it does not happen. And then when I became the all-time lead receiver, um, my mom flew down and she got a chance to see my Canadian mom, and my mom was crying, because sh that family there, they took care of me, man, and my mama never knew that I was staying at their house. And when my mama met her, it was unbelievable. My mama started crying and thanking her for everything, for taking care of her baby and stuff like that. But man, man, I got a story, man. I got a story, but I'm telling you, man, that little kid right there, I do anything for him. I do anything for him, man. I gave him my Grey Cup watch. I had my ring and the watch. I gave him the watch. And yeah, man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, man.
Mm. Well, by the sounds of it, Don, you haven't forgotten your roots, right? You come up to
Hmm.
Canada, these people take you in like they're your own, or they adopt you as the family.
Hmm.
All of that. That's massive. I think that speaks to, obviously the human spirit, the CFL spirit.
Hmm.
I know how the Saskatchewan people are too.
Yeah.
So, these stories are great reminders, and there's
Right.
great people here in Manitoba as well. But I mean, yeah, it's good. It's
Mhm.
yeah, wow. Yeah, that's big. I mean, it's yeah, I think if we had a coffee together off this interview, I think we could relate it in a lot of ways. No doubt. That
Yeah.
that's unreal. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that man. That's man. They bless me, man.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, they bless me, man. Yes. Yeah, they bless me, man.
mm.
Mm. Yeah. So when I go back, I'm gonna stay at the house.
Nice.
Yeah, stay right there. Yeah, man.
That's
It's
that's
yes.
good. That is
Yeah.
that's awesome. I gotta ask you, reporters in Regina, the guys that interviewed you, like a Ron Rimmer, a Warren Woods, who were some of kind of your favorite guys that you got to converse with on the media side of things?
What's his name? Daryl Davis. You remember Daryl Davis?
Vaguely.
Okay, yeah, I used to do a lot of interviews with him. Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah, he was something else. Yeah,
Hmm.
I did a lot with Daryl Davis. I think that's his name, Daryl Davis. Yeah, did a lot of interviews with him,
Hmm.
but I never had no problems with anybody at all. So it was always, for me, it was always talking to the media and stuff like that. I used to always be a little shy
Hmm.
and stuff like that. I didn't like talk in front of people and stuff and playing out there. I used to always not only be the football player, but I used to also do things outside of football, helping kids out and stuff like that, and go and do different things. So I was yeah, I was pretty good at doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were definitely part of. I did read it. I didn't write it down. You were part of a lot of charity events,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. Did you have a
Right.
chance to go into any schools and that sort of thing as well?
Yeah, I used to go to schools and talk to the kids and stuff like that, and share my story about only having that only one scholarship and coming down to Canada and not being the fastest and not being the tallest, but I'm able to catch everything that comes my way. Outwork everybody. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I used to stress that, man, and say that quote every time that I talk to these kids and let them know you got to do the small things. You be on time. You got to work a little harder than the other person, and you never know what's gonna happen, man. So, yeah.
Definitely. Um, what were kind of some of your first impressions of the CFL field? Obviously, being from the States, it's obviously a bigger field.
Mhm.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
Maybe it's going to get a bit smaller, but
right, right. Yeah, it was when I first got there, like like when I came to Saskatchewan, I had tried out with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hmm.
And I made it all the way to the last cut, man. And they only that year they had the strike where um, they was gonna have a strike, and you only can have 43 players on the football team, and I was number 44. And man, I called my mama and I told her that I got cut and she was, I'm crying. And she said, baby, when one door closed, another one gonna open up. And I'm like, man, when that door gonna open up? The next thing you know, I get that phone call from from Saskatchewan Rough Riders to get me a flight. They flying me right up out of there. And then I get out of there, and then next thing you know, I made it there at 9 o'clock. At 9:30, practice started. And they said, hey, you got to practice. I was like, God, dog, I cried all the way here. And then I put on my uniform and they stopped practice and they said, hey, we want you to run 10 routes. I ran 10 routes. I caught 9 out of 10. Next thing you know, at 1 o'clock, they had this guy that had number 80, and he got on Air Canada. They flew him out of there, and I took his number 80. And I was like, if that can happen to him, that can happen to me. And I so when September comes, that's when all the NFL guys that got released, they coming to
Mhm.
Saskatchewan, they coming to take your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so I was really, and I knew, like September, that's when those NFL people coming. They coming. Those guys coming. So it always inspired me, but I made sure that they wasn't gonna take my job. No, they weren't gonna take my job.
Oh,
No. Yeah. So
oh, that's awesome. I mean, it's crazy, the memories
yeah.
will kind of
Yeah.
flood
Yeah.
back. I got to ask you about one particular playoff game. It was the game versus Edmonton in '97. You, Edmonton's hosting the Grey Cup the next week. Reggie
Mhm.
Slack has the run to the end zone. Where were you on the field when that play happened?
Don't know where I was, but he was hauling, boy. He was getting it. He was getting in. So, he was getting it, boy. Yeah, I don't know where I was, but yeah, shoot, yeah. But nah, this some yeah. He was good too, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was a good. Yeah, he was pretty good, man. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like you say, right? Like, I mean, football, I guess what, in '87, the Bombers had, or the Riders had a home playoff game, and they never had a home playoff game during your
Right.
entire time.
Uh-huh.
That
Yep.
is absolutely nuts.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, man.
And then they don't host one till 2007,
Right.
and it sells out in 20 minutes. And it's just, that time, right?
Right. Right.
But you guys in '89 beat a 16-2 Edmonton team on the road. Again,
Right.
I was too young. I didn't see the game, but what was kind of your preparation as a team going into that one?
We didn't have nothing to lose. So, we didn't have nothing to lose, and I think we were 8-8 or whatever, and we just didn't have nothing to lose. And we were confident that we can beat them because all it is just one game, so we don't worry about what they did before and stuff like that, and we went out there and just balled out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. So I got to ask you how I started off this interview. I didn't even really properly introduce you. Don Narcisse. I should have been Don
Mhm.
Narcisse, former Saskatchewan
Mhm.
Router Hall of Famer, etc. Comes from the same high school as Jamal Charles from the Chiefs. Again,
Mhm. Yeah,
but
Jamal Shaw.
but you have your own
Yeah.
story. So
Yeah.
your own story. Again, you phone me on Saturday afternoon. I call you back, and you have this book
Yeah.
coming out. So when is the book coming out, and what is the book
It's coming
about?
out.
And
It's
yeah,
coming out in September. Yeah, I just got word that it was coming out in September, and yeah, they doing a whole lot of stuff. And the guy that I'm dealing with is named Joe Gunnis, and he sent me a text this morning. He was like, "Man, this going on," and I was like, "Man, I really appreciate you, man, because you really didn't have to do that for me,
right.
And we've been working on this since COVID." Yeah, so it's been a while,
Yeah.
and it's about to come out and stuff like that. And I'm just, oh man, I just can't wait because I know I'm gonna be able to go do a book signing and stuff in Saskatchewan and other places too, and also do stuff in my hometown, and just share my story, man. It's an unbelievable story and yeah, so I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. And then the one thing I'm gonna do, man, I gotta my mom, when I got inducted to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, my mom had passed away like a day 2 days before we were leaving to go to the Hall of Fame thing. And before we caught the flight and stuff like that. So my mom had passed away. So she never got a chance to see me get inducted to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame.
Mm.
And man, when I get my book, man, I'm going straight to her burial and I'm going sit there and read my book to her, man. And just just so blessed, man. I'm just the things that my mama did for me, man. sending me those $40, man. My mom used in college. My mom used to send me $20 every month, and I used to live on those $20. And $20, man, and the $40 she sent me to go try out for the Rough Riders, and then I'm an all-time lead receiver in the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. I caught 919 passes. Ain't nobody gonna get that. Ain't nobody in Saskatchewan gonna get that. None of the receivers. They don't care how many years done passed by. 919. Can you get it? No.
Well, you were the ultimate possession receiver, no doubt,
Right.
right?
Right. So yeah,
I can't. I just love how you don't forget your roots, and I'm bringing this up again, but wow, and just the emotion, it's awesome. It
yeah, man.
it really is because again, without certain things happening,
Yeah.
the story doesn't develop, and this is your story.
Mhm.
This is significant.
Yeah, man. That little kid, bless me, man. I'm staying at their house for 11 years. That don't happen every day, man. That don't even happen. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's a white kid. I and I'm black. That don't never happen, and that would never happen in the state. They'll never, never.
Right.
And they took me in, man, and my mom was so happy, man. My mom was so happy, man. I got pictures, man. I'll share a picture with you, man. It's them together and stuff, man. Oh man, it's unbelievable, man. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Well, I gotta ask you, did they take you out on outings? Did they take you to Maxwell's Amusements? I kind of kid a bit, but
No, they not really. No.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. That is good.
yeah, man. Man, you can't make this up, man. I ain't I'm you can't make it up. I'm
No,
like, it's unbelievable, man.
right.
Having a Canadian mom and Canadian dad, and oh man, it's that little kid, that little kid did, yeah, he did that. Yeah,
He's got to be
yeah,
what in his
yeah,
40s now.
yeah. His name Paul Farberg. Yep, and he did that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he changed my life, man.
Mm.
He changed my life, man. Yeah, stayed with them for 11 years.
I mean, it is about having impact in someone's life, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're having impact. This 11-year-old kid who's in his 40s has impact. We all have impact. Anyone who watches this, we all have impact.
Right.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't don't discount, right?
Right.
It's big. It's huge. Yeah, there's a lot of meat on the bone here, Don.
Right.
No, no question, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, we billeted for the hockey team here in town, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I know there's one guy. We billeted. He's from the Regina area, and he texts me. He goes, "I just want to let you know, Steve, that we have a relationship for life. I appreciate you." It's like, well, wow, right? Like that's huge, right? You just never know the roots,
Yeah.
and what is planted can always grow.
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah, and just like I had called you, man, I've been on Messenger, calling everybody that's from Saskatchewan,
Mhm.
hitting them up and letting them know that my book coming out, and some of them be like, uh, "Is that really you, Don?" I was like, "Yeah." Sometimes if I see them on, I'll give them a call and like, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like, "It's not a prank." Nah, it's not a prank. This is Don Narcisse. I just checking up on you, and I just want to let you know what's going on with me, and my book is coming out and stuff like that. And yeah. But it's man, it's something, man. Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you like I say, do you have any we talked a bit on the phone, but hey, if you ever came out to Winnipeg, I told you I'd do the Q&A. We
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no problem there, right? So,
Yeah.
is it going to be available on Amazon or where's it going to be
I
available to
don't know
purchase?
yet. I got to find that out with Joe Gunners. Do you know Joe Gunners?
Sounds familiar, but
Okay, okay.
that's as
Yeah,
far as it
you
goes.
can pull him up. His name is Joe Gunners.
Joel
Yeah,
Gunness.
yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, so.
Mhm. Right on. I guess maybe just a couple more questions. Where does Don Narcisse plan to be in 5 years from now? What is kind of the future
Um,
on if you had to spin the ball?
oh, I don't have too much. I right now, me and my son, my son is a realtor and I am a mortgage guy.
Okay.
So we team up and we get people in houses and stuff like that. So I've been a mortgage guy for the last 20 years.
Nice.
So yeah, so he's a realtor and I basically get all his deals. I just recognized I was like, hey man, I'm the one that's getting you all your deals, man. I'm like, come on, man. You gotta help me out. Yeah, but no, we got it going on, man. We both got the same name. So
Hey,
yeah, but he's real good at what he does. Yeah, he's real
awesome.
good at what he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always curious how a football player kind of transitions into quote unquote real life.
Mm-hmm.
That's harder for some than others. And there's all types of documentaries out there with that, but it's good. The last 20 years, I mean, if you kind of do
Yeah.
the math on that, I mean, yeah, there was a 5 year gap, but
Mm-hmm.
99 till 2006, but
Right.
everybody has to find their footing and whatever else, and that's good. That's
Yeah, and
awesome.
you know the one thing for me, and I got another little business that I do early in the morning.
Mhm.
Um, I deliver medicine to like a hospital and some other spots and stuff like that. But the one thing that I do early in the morning, like they tell me that I have to be there at 5:30.
Mhm.
So I kind of treat my stuff just like football. I'm there at 5.
Yeah,
So when everybody else show up, I done did my part to undo this, do this, and then I'm doing other things when they show up.
right.
And then I'm the first one to get to leave out of there. So and I treat it just like football, and I was like, you do the small things. You gotta be on time.
Yeah,
And by me being on time, I get to get back. It don't take me I be done with my routes at about 9:30. I'm done. I'm done, done. And they be like, why is he? How is he able to do that? I get there early.
right.
I do the little small thing. I get there early. I do it just like I did in football.
Mhm.
When they said hard work beats talent, when talent doesn't work hard, that's me. I'm the guy.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
send that to me in a text, so when I look
Yeah.
at it, I'll be like, okay, I get what you're saying, Don.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. But it's been good. But just to know some of the trivia questions is that I am the only. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. I am the only professional football Hall of Famer in Port Arthur, Texas. I'm like, do you know how many guys played football
Yeah.
from 1960 all the way to 2026? Yeah, I'm like, I'm the only one. You sit over here, yeah, like, yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, but it's amazing, man.
No, and
It is.
I think you should shout it from the rooftops. There's nothing
Right.
like it. Just give her because you know
Yeah.
what? That is one heck of an accomplishment, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that is something so proud, something to be proud of,
Yeah.
and what have you, and you know what? There's no better deserving guy than you, Don. Honestly, I mean. That's the way I see it. Again, I have these memories of my.
Right.
I just remember how hard you worked on the field, and there was that great comeback you had versus I think the Stampeders in the '95 season, and
Right.
that's when I think we were out that night and it's like, hey, I turned into sports line and there's Woods and Rimmer talking about, okay, don't worry about the changes. You guys came all the way back. You think you had a big touch. Like it's just like these moments are just etched. And yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Can't complain, man. I'm very blessed, man, and I really thank everybody for the things that I accomplished. I couldn't have done it without them. You
Mhm.
know, the fans, the coaches, my friends, and I couldn't have done it without them, man. And yeah, it's unbelievable, man. I keep a smile on my face, man, but I like, man, this is, and and like, I work out kids too at my house. I got a big backyard and stuff, and I had one kid, man. His dad is a military vet, and I told his dad, I was like, hey, man, this is what I want you to do. When y'all come here, I'm not gonna charge y'all anything. Um, so you're a military vet. I want to make sure that you did a lot for us
Yes.
being a military vet, and I want to show your son that they got good people out here. So I'm not charging y'all anything. And then Harold had a camp just the other day, and I went on and paid for him. And the dad was like, "No, don't I got it?" I said, "Nah." I said, "Nah, man. I want your son to see that they got good people out here." And I said, "I am so happy to be a part of you all's life. And I got y'all. I got your son." And he showed up to that camp, man. He was tearing that thing up, man. And the daddy, he happy. He's so happy. And he keep coming to me like, man, I really appreciate you. And
Mm.
I was like, man, because he used to work out with somebody else, but he said, man, they don't do nothing what you doing. I was like, yeah, I'm a little different, man. Yeah. So yeah, but it's man, it makes my day, man. Just and then his daddy is about to buy a house too. So I said, oh, I got him. I tell my son, I said that well, he gonna use you as the realtor, he gonna use me as the mortgage guy. We good, dog. Yeah, but
That's
nah, yeah.
that's the Tim Hortons double double, you know.
Yeah,
Get you a
yeah. So,
favor.
yeah.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. That's so good.
yeah,
That's
man.
great. Well, this has been so good, Don, to
Yeah, man. Hey,
kind
man.
of get in your world.
I really appreciate you, dog. Um, man, you good, dog. Yeah, you good, man. I really appreciate you, and
Hmm.
it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, for me to call you. You know what I'm saying? For me to call you
Yep,
and you like, hey, Don, you gonna get on? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, it was like meant to be. You know
it
what I'm saying?
was.
Yeah, it was like meant to be. Like, hey, Don called me to get this interview, right? So, yeah,
I know. I
yeah,
mean, there was no better time than to call you on a
yeah,
Saturday morning at the lake and call you back.
right,
And I try to return my calls
right, right.
and I know you tune into the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
We talked about that one, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, I thank you for I thank you for that. I do.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate you too, man. I really do appreciate what you do and stuff like that. It's unbelievable, man. And you keep doing your thing, man. You keep doing it, man.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Hey,
yeah.
and if you're in Winnipeg, we got a
Uh,
deal.
uh, uh,
Well, we got to
uh,
talk to somebody first, but about
yeah.
doing the Q&A at a certain bookstore. But
Right, right,
since
right.
it is recorded, I think people can figure that out. But
Yeah.
you know what? Honestly, if you're ever in the Winnipeg area, I would even love for you to come speak sometime.
Right, right, right.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
just share your story with others.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's
Yeah.
story is important. Everybody's story needs to be told. That's what I,
Right, right, right.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
good.
I got a story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the 40. The $40 my mama sent me. Yeah, man, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
man.
$40. That is
Yeah.
wow.
Mm.
That's good. That's a lot. Honestly, that's a lot for me to chew on.
Yeah. Yeah, because at one time the record was 8:30, and I got it to 8:31. I had passed that thing, and I got it all the way up to 9:19.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know if that one's in the Google, so I'll just mark that one down. But yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but and another thing, I know people might say, well, they got somebody that got more than him, and stuff like I want to let them know is that I'm a wide receiver.
Mhm.
I don't do that run and start stuff.
Right.
I'm a wide receiver. I'm at standstill.
Yeah.
So it's a difference from running toward the line of scrimmage and being standstill. I'm standstill. I'm a wide receiver. I'm not a slot back. Yeah.
I got you.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a
Actually,
slot
G.
back.
Roy Simon, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. G. Roy Simon, maybe.
Yeah, G. Simon. Yeah, he was a slot back. He was a little slot back. L guard slot back.
Hmm.
Yeah, using that waggle and stuff like that. But I was mainly just a receiver on the outside
Hmm.
and running routes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a difference from a slot and a wide receiver. It's a big difference. And then I caught one year. I caught 113 catches, something like that. Yeah, yeah, unbelievable, man.
That's a
Um,
pretty good average over 18 games.
yeah, yeah. It was so.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good. That is so good. It's
man.
this has been the best 45 minutes of my day. I'll be
Right.
honest.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you too, man. I really do.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, Playing in the CFL, man, is unbelievable. Like I said, Harold Smith, he blessed me, man. And man, that dude could call me anytime, man. Hey, Donald, come do this. Man, I'm there. Hey, Don, hey, Don, I'm there, man. I'm there. Yeah. Yeah, you took me to that camp, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Everything had to line up right, and
Yeah.
it was no accident. And all these years later, it's so good to reflect on that a book's coming out.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait for my book to show, man. I'm like, it's gonna be unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. Right on. Good, good. Well,
All right, man.
this has been awesome, and as I always tell everybody, you can always come on again. Uh, I'll
Yeah.
probably have you on again, just to maybe talk about the book tour or
Yeah. You
else. But
definitely do, man.
uh,
Definitely do. Yeah. I don't know. I might be crying so much. You go, you're like, man.
you know, I'm an emotional dude, and maybe once
Yeah.
we get off here, I'll start thinking about all the times that again, people say I lived in Saskatchewan during my formative years, which I did. And then
Right.
watching the riders, it was you and Jeff. I remember Jeff Fairholm
Fair
and
homes.
Gerald
Yeah.
Bayless came to my school. So I get all that. And
Right.
you guys were a part of my childhood, and everybody's going to say, well, Steve's a Bomber fan now. Yeah, but you guys created the foundation for me. So I'm just
Right.
going to say it out loud right now, and I don't apologize to anybody. Right?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
you guys were it. And then I moved to Manitoba, and the rest is history. But
Right.
uh, but it, but I know, when you talk about the emotion, and not to beat a dead horse too much, when you talk about the emotion of the fans, the players, I totally get all of that. I don't
Yeah, man.
I don't get it maybe from your perspective, but I get it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that's good. Good. I always say good, but anyhow, it's not bad. It's good. Uh, so I'll put this on the page after Dawn. I'll tag you in
Okay.
it. I'll try to get it up on YouTube after, and then we can go from there. But as I always tell everybody too, God bless.
Hey, God bless you, man. I appreciate it, dog. All
Thanks.
right, then, man. Take care, man.
Yeah, you
Love
too,
you,
dog.
bro.
Love you
All
too.
right. Okay.
Bye bye.